Right, that blue truck, it's a T-Maxx body that I give to my friend, but that's actually a Tekno MT410. This one here, this is my SCT410.3 with the Baja Bug body, the orange body. I'm just bashing up the body to see how durable it is. At some point I'll make a review on that body. So far I like it, but we're just out here with this ramp at a random park, just jumping our trucks, bashing them, trying them out. The MT410 has a Surpass system on it. This is the first time, well, it's not the first time that system is used. He's used that MT system before, so I've seen it run. It has a 19-tooth pinion, but the ESC keeps shutting off. So this time we decided to just run him here, bash him, and then try to figure out why it's shutting off. My friend thinks it's thermal shutdown, but I don't think so. As you will see later on, once I zap the temperature, you will see that's not the problem. Now this one here, my truck, Baja Bug, that one is running a Tekin system, RX8 ESC with a 2650 kV motor, which is a T8 motor. Very good motor. I really do like the system. But this one here, Surpass, you're gonna see some issues. But anyway, here are some really failed jumps, but at the same time you can see how we're running it. Whereas the MT410 has a 19th tooth pinion, this one has a 23 tooth pinion. So I'm running a 23. Mine has currently a 4S battery, and his is running 6S. So he's running 2 3S batteries in series. We are going to try to do some little runs later on. But right now I just need to move the ramp so I can get a little more air. Put it on some benches. Actually, at this moment, I'm putting it right next to one of those benches, and it's not working out. You can enjoy that trash bin there. I'm just gonna grab the backpacks and put them. But again, that's the MT410. I really like that MT410. I think I'm gonna have to get one. I built that one. It was really pleasant build. All Tekno vehicles that I've built are pretty straightforward. Right now he's picking up the MT410 because it shut down. This is a common problem with that Surpass system. It just keeps shutting down. It is a heavy truck, but maybe a hobby wing system would be a better budget option, although this is pretty heavy. I was thinking of the Easy Run Max 10, but this truck is probably too heavy for that system. But my friend is a big castle guy, but luckily he bought this system and he's doing me a favor so we can test it out and then I can review it. I am a Tekin fan, but keep in mind that there are a lot of people that will tell you Tekin is the way to go on these vehicles. I'll watch the temperature. See 155 for the motor. This is Fahrenheit, 167 there in the middle, and 156. I'm going to switch it over to the ESC now. So I'm reading in Fahrenheit, 138, which is 59 Celsius. Now I'm going to do Celsius on the motor, 63, 70. It shouldn't be shutting down. Usually ESCs shut down at about 200, 220 Fahrenheit. And this one keeps shutting down. So maybe it's an impact sensor that it has on the ESC to protect it. That could be it. My friend still thinks it might be a thermo shutdown. He's going to need the program box to check to see if there's a setting, but it just seems very strange that something would be set so low. Even though you shouldn't be running electronics or your motors over maybe 150, to be honest. But here we go. So we disengaged it, engaged it again. We're going to lift the ramp and we're going to keep working on this. And back to what I was saying about the Tekin system. I do like it. A lot of people are going to say that's the system to go with. But here's the thing. maybe you're getting a Tekno, but it wasn't in your budget to get a Tekin system. You're looking at about $350 for a Tekin system, ESC and a motor similar to what I have in my SCT410.3, versus this Surpass system, I believe, was somewhere around 150. I could be wrong, but it was a very inexpensive system. I mean, even the Hobby Wing Easy Run Max 10 with a 3660 motor, 3200 kV is still about $150. So I probably would go with that system and gear down, even though it's a small motor for an MT. But that's something to try. But anyway, here we keep jumping them, and this is on grass, so there's quite a bit of rolling resistance. But it doesn't seem to be a temperature problem. Although, you know, just to make sure, we are going to replace the pinion later on with a 14 tooth. But maybe that's something I can convince them to try out, a small Hobby Wing system just to compare with the Surpass, because that Surpass system is not keeping up with the Tekin system. But keep in mind, it's about a $200 difference. So with electronics, in this case, you do get what you pay for. And I mean, you do with RCs. Just look at these Teknos. This is probably some of the softer, lighter bashing that we tend to do, and they hold up great for the most part. Landed. That's probably my favorite jump so far. But the volume is going to be kept low, and then I'll be talking at some point and it'll come up. But right now, just observe the two vehicles and see how we run them. My friend's actually shut down again, so there's the Surpass. I keep telling him he just needs to get a Castle system. He's a Castle fan, and that's another option that isn't too much. You can get the Mama Monster X combo with a 1515 motor for maybe about $260. But again, that could make the difference of whether or not it makes your budget, because it is $110 more than the Surpass system. And it's not that I'm trying to push Hobby Wing, it's just Hobby Wing does have a good economic system, those easy run systems, just gear low, maybe a 13 tooth pinion, possibly even an 11 tooth pinion, which is something that maybe sometime in the future, I just have to be really, really nice to my wife so she lets me buy an MT410. Maybe I'll put my Hobby Wing system in there from my Slash and see how it does. The ramp is actually quite narrow, so it's a challenge to make the jump, especially with that MT, because it's so wide and it doesn't. Missed that jump. That MT doesn't want to keep the four tires on the ground. It always wants to wheelie. That was close. But anyway, enjoy these jumps. And his system just shut down again. So really, the reason why I'm just letting this video run is because I want you to see how we're running the videos and how that system is doing compared to the Tekin system here. So his just shut down again. He's checking it. It's not thermo shutdown. So he went over there, just disengaged it, and then engaged it again. So I believe it's something to do in the ESC. Maybe he needs a program card, change a setting, or maybe the ESC, possibly the switch and the ESC cannot take the impact. But as far as now, considering all the jumps and landings that my SCT410 is doing and taking, and the ESC still working and running, I think it might be another issue with the Surpass system. Maybe if it were just for on-road, something with low impact to no impact, hopefully no impact if it's on-road, it may work well because it doesn't have a temperature problem, even with a 19th tooth pinion, but we are going to gear it differently later on. But here, we're going to just try to do a little race. It's going to be a failed race, but we're gonna try. And his ESC shut off again. Now all of his soldering is good, his connection to the battery, everything is good. So it's not the terminals, it's not the soldering job, there's no cold solder or anything. Everything is good. But I guess he's not going to finish because it shut off, so I'm going to win. Do follow my friend on Instagram at RodsReelsRCs and let him know that I sent you and I referred you to him. There's a failed jump and we're going to swap pinions on his truck, so we'll take a break. So great thanks to my friend for purchasing that system to try it out so we could review it. So in this review, I can't really say that I recommend it. It keeps doing it. It's a 14-tooth pinion. It's not a thermal problem. I'm going to show you the temperature readings. It's the system. So consider buying something else. As you can see here, 71 Celsius. Let me beam another part of the motor. And here we have 52 Celsius, 126 Fahrenheit. The ESC, we are looking at 42 and 108. So again, consider a different system. Maybe get a hobby wing if you're looking for an expensive budget, just gear really low. But as far as now, please comment below if you have any experience. We've been running this truck with this system for a while. This is just the first video, but it's been running for a while, it keeps doing it. But please comment below.
What? Oh, my hair! My tongue! My rod!